Hello everyone, my name is Ray Gano and welcome to Wisdom Farms. It's cheese time.
We're going to be using Ricky Carroll's cheese making kit. Again, I talked to you a little bit about that already, and it comes with everything you need. We're going to be using cheese salt today. We're going to be using citric acid. It comes with great instructions, but also we're going to be using her book. And in here it's got the 30-minute mozzarella. And it also comes with a couple yards of butter muslin. This is so you can strain your cheese and things, but we're going to use that a little bit later. We're going to be using a gallon of milk bought at Walmart. We're going to be using 16 ounces of half and half. This is going to give us a little bit more creaminess. We're going to need a sterilized glass bowl. And this is what we're going to use to stir and strain our curds out of our big pot with. Stay with me. Here we've got the milk over on the stove starting to slowly warm up. We need to warm the milk up to about 88 degrees. But we're putting in some citric acid. It calls for 1.5 teaspoons of citric acid. Now when you're making cheese, you want to make sure all your items are sterilized. And so washing them twice. I use the antimicrobial soap. And then also we've got some pretty hot water here. So 1.5 teaspoons citric acid. That's 1/4. 1/2. And then we mix it up really well. Our strainer here. What we want to do is kind of pour it in the strainer, and that will diffuse the citric acid. And so then stir it in. And we want to turn. What we're going to do here now is pour the rennet, and I'm going to use again our strainer here to diffuse it, and pour it into the cheese. Then with a very light stirring motion, then up and down, because you don't want to stir too much, because the rennet is what's going to cause the milk to form curds. In fact, you can see here it's already working. Look at see the little curds starting to separate into the milk. You can see the curds starting to separate into the milk. We have got forming curds. And what I'm going to do is separate the curds from the whey. And you want to be kind of gentle with your curds here. We're getting some whey in here, but that's okay. But you will see I'm straining it off as much as possible. Our cheese, we've got it out of the pot now, ladled it into a bowl, and now what we're doing is we're putting it in the microwave for 1 minute. When we put it in here, that helps separate the whey from the cheese. And as you can see, I've got in your mozzarella is that shiny, soft look. As you can see right here, this is a dull looking cheese, and we want a shiny, soft. And then also pullability. You can see it can stretch, but it breaks real easy here. The cheese is getting nice and shiny. We're starting to get that mozzarella look. It's got that shine to it. And so, using kosher salt. It's a good flaky salt, easily dissolved. It's got a better taste. You don't want to use iodine salt though. You use either cheese salt or kosher salt. And again, you just salt to taste. Put salt in here, and you start again kneading it up. And the salt will also help draw out some of the moisture. Now, what we're going to do here is my son thought it'd be great to add some Italian herbs. So that's what we're going to do. I've got this grinder, new product by McCormick, and it's Italian herbs grinder. And I'm just going to grind some herbs into this mozzarella. And then start kneading it. Starting to get there, right on. I'm starting to see that silly putty pliability here. Awesome. It's getting hot. Okay, we've heated it up again for another 30 seconds. I'm going to bring it back out. And you can see now we're getting some nice looking mozzarella. It's getting soft there. And let's pull it away from the... Ooh, it's getting nice and stringy now. This is what we're working towards. Good stuff. Nice and stringy. Look at that. That's exactly what we're looking for. Whew! Hot! But doing some nice kneading, getting that nice shine. And I'm scraping the bowl here. And then again, it's like silly putty. You know how you get that silly putty shine. And I keep folding it in on itself. So we get that beautiful mozzarella shine. And I would say that this puppy is just about done. Now, what I'm doing here, you can see, I'm doing here is folding it under, and this will cause a nice shiny ball. And so, again, forming the cheese. It's still very, very hot. I'd say it's probably about 130 degrees right now. And here we got some nice spiced, Italian spiced mozzarella. Final product. It's ready to eat. And actually you can cool it down, or good thing to do is just you can take it to the party right now or serve it up hot to the family right now. But this cheese only took about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to make. Rather quick. But here we have a nice, beautiful, about a good 3/4 pound hunk of cheese. So, my name's Ray Gano. This has been Wisdom Farms and making mozzarella.